Welcome to the Motocross Supercross podcast. Podcast.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Motocross Supercross podcast.
What is up, everybody? This is episode 211 of the Motocross Supercross. Today we're talking to Ramyller Alves. We saw him a lot in Nashville. Good things, bad things, little potential things. We're going to get into all of that. But I'm Adam here with Claudio. What's up, Claudio?
Ramy, that's I really like him, bro. He's such a cool
If
dude.
you follow us on Instagram, you've seen some videos we've done with him and on our YouTube, as well as like riding out there with Lorenzo and stuff. And I still think he has our most popular video on our Instagram. I think he does. And it was the LCQ where him and
Van Buskirk, I
Van Buskirk, yeah. Him and Van Buskirk were battling. I want to say, I think it was either Massachusetts or, I think it was Foxborough, whenever they were battling really hard. And right before the finish line, like they came together and it was just like a free-for-all to get who was going to get over the finish line first. So I think that's one of our most popular videos still, starring Ramy.
It really is, yeah.
So good one. So yeah, he's cool, dude. It's always fun talking to him. So we'll see what went down. So let's see what went down in Nashville. Let's see how the season's going, and we'll jump into all that. All right, so on the line right now, we got Ramyller Alves. We watched him, you were actually like all over the TV this week in Nashville. We just kind of walk us through. Well, first of all, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Doing pretty good. So you had a lot of TV time this week in Nashville, right?
Yeah, that's true. I got a lot of TV time in both the heat race and the LCQ, and then, but unfortunately, not in the main.
Yeah, probably not the kind that you're trying to get, huh?
I mean, it was good, but not like we wanted.
Yeah, you were definitely out front. I was like, it looked pretty good. It started off good, at least.
No, yeah, I felt really good running up front with the guys and stuff. Just had a little mishap after the finish. I went up to hit the trip, but I got a little bit of wheel spin and ended up coming up short.
Oof.
Yeah, we saw the video online, and then you got like kind of trapped under the bike, and that was kind of how your night went. You're always being under that bike.
No, yeah, pretty much. And then, that happened. And the flagger had to help me get the bike, and then I had to go to LCQ. And then in the LCQ, I got a pretty decent start, I think around 8th or 9th, and then found my way in 5th, and then made some quick passes. And then I got in the lead and was riding my own race, feeling really good. And then I think like a minute left, I ended up going down in the first set of whoops, and that ended my night.
Those whoops were killer all day. We were watching practice, and we saw that like you also had a problem there in practice, and it kind of like ended you were like done after that, right?
Oh, yeah, I did. Here, those first steps.
There it is.
I remember,
And then you just like pulled off after that, and it was just like, oh, I hope he's okay.
No, yeah, I took a little breather. No, yeah, those whoops are very, very, very difficult this week. And, they were super big, and they got towards the end of the practice, they got super hard packed and square edged, and it was just really hard to go through them.
Which set was bigger? Was it that first set or that second set?
To be honest, the second set was much bigger, but it was easier than the first set. The first set, they were like normal size, but they just got really square edged and hard packed.
Yeah, that dirt was kind of weird over there. Like, well, I guess it's the first time they do it, so it's they're gonna have to work it and filter it how they do the other one. So I can see how that would happen.
Yeah, that was true. The dirt this weekend was really weird. There was a lot of rocks. Like in track walk, we were pulling out bricks. Like I found 5 to 10 bricks during track walk.
Wow, build your house.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I got it.
All right, so practice went good. I know we already kind of touched on the heat, but we'll jump into that again because you had like a really good start, and in that like second corner after that first rhythm section, you really like just cut down on everybody and jumped out front. I mean, and that's kind of the first time this whole year that we've seen you out there right out front like that, and it was pretty awesome. And you were holding your ground too.
No, yeah, I felt amazing, and it felt really good, to show what I'm capable of. I just have to put my stuff together for the next couple of rounds. But yeah, I felt really good. I got a pretty decent start, and then I just hugged the inside really tight, and I think I came out third. And then right after that rhythm, I jumped all the way to the inside, and I was able to pass Martin for a second, and then he got me back in the next corner, and I stayed in third, battling with Cooper until I went down.
Yeah, exactly. You had the kid Justin Cooper right behind you. That had to be, I mean, he's sitting, third in the points? So when you're in front of him, it's like, yo, should have been up here all season.
Yeah, no, I felt good. He actually got around me in, I think, the corner before the whoops, and I got him back in the whoops. And then,
Yeah, you look really good, dude. Like, you definitely look very comfortable. The speed was there because you weren't like really like holding him off. You were, he was keeping up with you.
Yeah, we just got to keep working and have more nights like that and end it on a good note. But it was like, it felt like I said, it felt really good to run up front with all those guys. And because the past couple of rounds, it's been really rough. And we just got to keep working hard and finish these last two off on a high note.
So, and then the LCQ, like you said, you had a decent start, like you said you were like 8th, so I don't know if that's considered a good start, but you passed everybody so fast, and we were looking at each other like, he's going to win this race, and you were in like 5th, and then it seemed like so fast, you jumped out front and just started like pulling a huge gap on everybody, and then that first set of whoops, it just kind of ended everything. We just kind of walk us through that moment in the whoops, and then we saw the bike land on you, and like, are you good now, or did the tires spin on your back, or fill us in.
But I know I'm all good. Just a little sore, beat up. But yeah, in LCQ, I was just, when I got that start, and I think I was in 8th, I was just focused on moving up front and trying to get away from the chaos because LCQ is a little chaotic. So I was just trying to get away from everyone, and I found myself in second. And I was like, man, first is right here. Made the pass on him pretty quick. And, I started pulling away and just riding my own race. And then right before the whoop, I missed the whoop and my front end went down. And it just bumped me forward. And right there, I was like, man, I threw it away. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, that's got to be one of those that you just, like, how much have you thought about that over the past, like, week? Just that moment. Like, how bad do you wish you could have had that one back?
No, yeah, man, I can't stop thinking about it. Like, I kind of got over it now, but man, this couple of days after it, I couldn't stop thinking about it. I watched the race, the LCQ, and the heat race a couple of times, but I love watching it because, I'm up there and riding like I know how to, but at the same time, I hate watching it because, it didn't go the way we wanted.
Yeah, it's got to be rough, especially like putting that behind. So how do you put that behind you going into these, last 2 rounds with New Jersey and then Las Vegas?
Take the positives from the night. There's a lot of positives to take from, and just forget, the mistakes, and just focus on keep working hard and focus forward, and
And also, this season is coming to an end. It has been a little rough season for you. We saw a lot of bike problems. It seems like actually we saw them in Nashville. They're working on it again, and then in Daytona, it seemed like your bike was always being worked on. How has that kind of played into your season?
Yeah, I had a lot of rounds where bike issue was a problem, and actually almost all of them. Yeah, that it affected me deeply because I wasn't able to show what I'm capable of. And this weekend in Nashville, when I did show I'm capable of, I had 2 big mistakes that cost me. So.
Yeah, and you kind of started off this season, that Atlanta race, you were even sick too. So it has been a little bit of bad luck for you this season.
Yeah, it's been like a roller coaster, up and downs. But, we got to keep working hard and moving forward.
So we saw you made it in Arlington and Detroit. Those were 2 rounds that you also had bike problems in. I think, did you crash out of one or have bike problems in both of them?
No, yeah, I had bike problems in both of them.
Yeah, okay. And then I saw your name on one of the running orders for Houston. Were you there on your 250 in the 450 class, or can you kind of explain what?
Yeah, so Houston, it's EBR Performance, our team. They're based out of Houston, so they wanted us to come out and have some fun, just race and have a good time. And so, I raced the 450 class on my 250.
Yeah, that's a crazy one to go to on your 250, being a Triple Crown, and you got to get top 22 or else you're not in. So that's a crazy one to pick.
Well, mostly I was just out there, for experience and more track time and just have some fun,
What is the chance of you wanting to go to like Denver, it being so cold, and taking your 250 up there for that? Any interest in that at all?
No, to be honest, not really. I hate the cold. I just seen some pictures this morning on social media, like I don't know if you guys seen it, all the snow on the Supercross track.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A Florida guy.
Yeah, I hate the cold. I feel like my body I feel perform good in the cold.
Let's say this Denver race was an East Coast race. How would you like prepare yourself mentally to like go ride in that freezing cold weather? Because I mean, here in Florida, we got like 85 degrees today. So that's how would you go race in that?
Man, to be honest, I think you just have to embrace it and be ready for it.
Yeah.
Because there's not really no other way you could practice for it.
Yeah, we'll tell you how it's expectating for it is. So we'll be there this weekend.
Yeah, you guys better bring some jackets because it's probably going to be cold for you guys too.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be bundled up. I'm taking a electric blanket and I wish, but no, it's definitely gonna be cold. But that's crazy. I can't wait to see these guys ride in that weather, even though it might not be snowing, but still it's gonna be like in the 40s. Like that's pretty cold, and I think the riders who live in it up north are definitely gonna have a big advantage of people from Florida like us.
Not only Florida, I think it's the winter in the United States kind of went away. It's been hot all over the place. And the last time it was cold, I think it's been a couple weeks already. So for the riders to go back to the cold, it's gonna feel kind of weird.
Oh yeah, it was.
Well, it's definitely gonna be filled with drama. That's for sure.
No, yeah, I'm excited to watch.
Yeah, so we got 2 rounds left. New York City, MetLife Stadium, New Jersey, whatever you want to call it, and then Las Vegas. We can expect to see you at both of those rounds, right?
Yeah, for sure. I'll be at both of those.
Ramy, well, thank you for coming out and just giving us a little bit of your time. Is there anyone you would like to thank?
No worries. First off, thank you guys, for inviting me and having a little talk. Always good talking to you guys. But first off, I want to thank the Lord for always watching over me, keeping me safe out there. My team, EBR Performance, all this Motorsports, Tucker Power Sports, Yamaha, all the team sponsors, Answer, Ride Helmets, 100%, Darnay, Bills Pipe, VP, and Moto Seat, Recluse. It's a long list. Everyone else I forgot. Thank you guys for all the help.
That was Ramyller Alves. What a guy. I love talking to him. He's so cool.
Yeah, he's a pretty chill dude, and his season has been a little, just crazy with all the bike stuff, and just we've seen him run so good, and he's just had all these little flashes, flashes of potential.
Yeah, well, we've seen him. We were just talking to him. He's got the speed, and we just saw him run up front, and he's definitely someone that belongs up there. It's just bad luck, man. Bad luck. Consistency's not in his size so far, but we know he has the speed, and he definitely has the drive to do it.
Definitely. So make sure you follow him on Instagram at Ramyller Alves, RamyellerAlves, and yeah, you won't be disappointed. Maybe you'll see another video from us soon or something. But yeah, this cool dude, and we'll see what he's got in store for these last couple rounds.
Hopefully something positive so he can end the season on a good note.
Yeah, well, I think that's going to do it for this episode. Make sure you tune in to our predictions episode. We're going to be making some picks for this Denver race, and we will see you guys next time. Peace.